Hey guys, it's 206 Analysis here with the post-fight UFC 141 main card. The card was actually a pretty big shocker to me. Not for the for a few for a couple fights. Let's get started. I'm just recapping the main card. I'll recap the prelims, whatever. Recap the prelims. I didn't watch them, so I can't really give you guys an overview of them. All right, first fight was Manny Gamburin versus Diego Nunes, and Nunes defeated Gamburin via decision 29-28, 29-28, and a 29-28. Okay, never mind. Next fight was I watched this one, the return of Efrain Escudero, Jacob Volkman versus Efrain Escudero, and Volkman defeated Escudero via unanimous decision 29-28, 29-28, 29-28. And I must say that this fight was actually just really just complete domination until almost the end, where Efrain Escudero almost got a power guillotine, which Joe Rogan called it. I'm not going to explain it, so I don't want to take too much time. I know you guys are just here for the results. All right, now next fight, Dong Young Kim versus Sean Pearson. Watched this fight aired right after the Fitch and Hendricks fight. Dong Hyun Kim really worked on his striking, which I didn't. I think he did okay with the striking, but he was really getting countered a lot. If you really watched it, he was getting countered every time he stepped in with his jab, his southpaw jab. He was getting countered by Pearson's right. So I think for this guy, I think for Dong Young Kim, he needs to stick to grappling, even though he got man destroyed by Condit because of the grappling. It's still he shouldn't do it. He still shouldn't strike. He should still stick to grappling when he's most prime with. All right, now to the other prelims which were televised. I watched these ones. Anthony Njokuani, I could never say this guy's name, and Danny Castillo. Danny Castillo took the fight. I didn't watch. I took one round off not watching, so I can't really say who I thought won the fight. When the fight was, Steele won the fight via split decision, which caused some boos. And again, I can't say who won because I didn't watch it. Just go watch someone else. Go check on my boy 916 Chris's post-fight recap if he has one. He probably will say his thought of it. And also Danny Castillo. The thing is really why they call him last call is because he does go in at the last call. He is a guy that is given fights on really short notice, and he goes in there, and all four of his fights, I think all four of those fights in the UFC were bound to short notice, and you got to give him respect. So I give him complete respect. Now, not last preliminary was Ross Pearson versus Junior Escunayo. I can't pronounce the name. Pearson won the fight via unanimous decision. All prelims were decisions, but they were pretty good fights. Pearson really worked on his boxing. I liked his boxing. I liked how he really had Junior's number in the second round. But as the fight went on, Junior started to get his timing a lot better with Ross Pearson, and Ross Pearson lost the last round in my book. I think he may have lost the last round, which ended the fight with a 30-27. Here's the judge scored. I scored a 29-28 for Pearson, but here the judges scored it 30-27, 29-28, 29-28. Oh yeah, I forgot the last one. Danny Castillo won it via split decision, 29-28, 29-28. Other one for Anthony was 29-28. All right, now to the main card, which you guys have been waiting for. All right, featherweight was Nam Pham versus Jimmy Heditz. And I predicted Nam Pham, and my God, did I have a horrible prediction record on this one. Jimmy Heditz really proved himself that he is the next he's a big prospect, he's a guy that's going to be talked about in 2012 for being such a great grappler, for basically beating Nam Pham, a man who's very well known for his grappling, who doesn't really show his grappling, who people might say he has underrated grappling, which you never see him use it. But he got fucking manhandled tonight. He got manhandled by Jimmy Hedis, and Jimmy Hedis just threw him around like a ragdoll. He was doing judo throws. He was doing everything he could, and he was able to just continuously get Nam Pham on the ground and keep Nam Pham from getting up. And Nam Pham was definitely tired, and he said, "Good job, bro. Thanks for kicking my ass." He actually said that after the fight. he definitely knew he got his ass kicked by this guy. Okay. Second fight, return of Vladimir Matyushenko, one of my all-time favorites, versus Alexander Gustafsson, my favorite up-and-coming fighter. Fights of the Europeans. Alexander Gustafsson won the fight via TKO after catching Vladimir Matyushenko with a stepping jab. Matt Yushchenko came in too early, and Alexander was able to step in with a jab, time it right, knock him down, and get the TKO. Even though the fight was stopped early, but again, it's Yves Levine. Come on, it's Yves Levine. He's not the best with stopping fights in my book. So Yves Levine stopped it a little early, but I think if it went on, Gustafsson still would have won. Maybe 10 seconds after that. It would have been the least stopped if it was another guy like Josh Rosenthal. All right, now welterweight debut and the biggest upset of the night. John Fitch versus Johnny Hendricks. Fight starts out. John Fitch throws a couple punches. Johnny Hendricks comes forward, comes in, hits him with the left. I think it was he hits him with that left hook, and John Fitch goes down and basically is knocked out after the next punch. After he was knocked out, he was even knocked out. He even like regained consciousness and started wrestling Steve Mazzagatti. He was actually like trying to pull. He was like looking like he was normally pulling the guard, and Mazzagatti, and like I was even surprised because I've never seen John Fitch knocked out like this. He's never been knocked out like that. He's never been knocked out basically, it showed how shocked he was, and I'm glad it happened. Even though I predicted John Fitch to win, I never really liked John Fitch's fights. Even though I respect the fact that he does a good job at he uses legit smarts to win the fight, he still is not a very entertaining fighter. And I think if you want to be a champion, you should be at least entertaining. Like Anderson Silva, he likes to entertain. All right, now to the co-main event, which was no doubt fight of the night: Nate Diaz versus Donald Cerrone. I was predicting Cerrone, and I was god-awful wrong. Diaz, just like his brother, hit him with accurate punches, jabs, straights, hooks to the body. He did very good punches. And the weird thing is that Donald Cerrone didn't do as well as you thought he would do. But he did go well against a guy who has great endurance by being able to kick him down. But again, I know the Diaz brothers as being particularly lazy when they fight. They don't really put much force really into their movements. They're not kicking. They stand there, really stay calm, and just like throw their they use their snapping. They use the Stockton slap, and they snap their fists, which makes it so they hit so hard, which makes them so they don't really have to put the most work in it. They do work hard, but Nate Diaz is just him and his brother have great power. I'm starting to really believe that we could be going into a new era of the Diaz brothers, the Diaz era. So we may see him just continuously beat up guys in different divisions, and hell, who knows? We might see him fight at a catchweight. Very doubtful. So Nate Diaz won the fight via unanimous decision. All right, heavyweight bout, main event: Brock Lesnar versus Alistair Overeem. Brock Lesnar he came back after having surgery on his in his liver, diverticulitis, twice now. He came back and he lost early in the first round, and he announced his retirement after that. But the fight was just really it was leading up to the part where he was going to have to give up, because Alistair Overeem was continuously hitting him where the spot he had surgery. He kept hitting him in that one point right there that would have made us all, if we got hit there, just not want to go on. And it happened twice. He hit him twice. I think he hit him there twice with one knee, which he shook it off. But after Alistair Overeem hit him with a nice, perfect body kick right in that spot, Lesnar went down. He just laid down. Not that he just stood on one knee and just let him. Overeem came forward. He just let him. He put his hands up, and Overeem just hit him with a bunch of punches. And Herb Dean decided to stop the fight right after Overeem hit him in the body. So Lesnar's retired. He's gone. Overeem now has a shot at Junior Dos Santos, and I'm really liking to see this fight. I don't know who's gonna win. I like the fight because they're both strikers. One possesses great boxing, one possesses great kickboxing. So we'll have to see which one is better, boxing or kickboxing. That will be determined sooner or later. That's it. Check out my Twitter in the description below. Check out my boy 916 Chris's channel in the description below, and subscribe for MMA predictions. I'm trying to get more videos out there to get more more recent news coverage. So if you want to see that, just check them out. Just subscribe, and I'll see you guys later. All right, peace out.